Good morning, students. We have discussed about different types of homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture in details till now. Now today we will start discussing about separating the components of a mixture. There are different types of mixtures we have, and the components can exist in any of the state. So depending upon the state of the components in a mixture, we will discuss how to separate the components from each other. So heterogeneous mixtures can be separated by simple methods like hand picking, sieving, etc. There are different methods, common methods by which we can separate most of the heterogeneous mixtures, but we will discuss special cases in detail one by one. First is separation of mixture of two solids. If we are having a heterogeneous mixture of two solids, then how to separate them? Both the solvent and solute in this case are in same state, that is in solid state. So mixtures of two solids can be separated by various methods depending upon the nature of the solids. What about the nature? Nature means first we will discuss about it in more detail point wise. First is by dissolving in a suitable solvent. In a solid, some solids are soluble in suitable solvent, so by the help of that property we can separate them. Second, by sublimation. Sublimation is a process in which solid directly changes into vapor. So using this property of some solid, they can be separated from the other component. And the third is by using a magnet. In this, certain solids are there which are having the property of being attracted by a magnet. So this property can be used to separate those solids from the other component. We will discuss about it in more detail. First is separation of solid mixture by a suitable solvent, by dissolving it in suitable solvent. Let us take a common example. Suppose we are having a mixture of sugar and sand. See in the picture, first A picture, there is a beaker in which we have taken sugar and sand, and if we add water and stir it, then what happens? In this, sugar gets dissolved in water, but sand is insoluble. So sand remains in the solution as it is and sugar gets dissolved in water. And then what we do? We do a process of filtration in which there is a funnel in which we place a filter paper and pass the mixture of sand and sugar in water through that filter paper. The sugar which is dissolved in water passes along with it into the beaker, which is kept at the downward part of the picture, and the sand that remains as a residue in the filter paper. Sand gets separated and then sugar can be obtained from water by using another process, that is distillation. We will discuss about it in further classes. Now solid mixtures, different solid are soluble in different type of solvent. There are some special cases we can see here. So in some cases, cases of solid mixture, one constituent is soluble in a particular liquid solvent, and this difference in the solubility of its constituents can be used to separate them. For example, sugar is soluble in water but sand cannot. This way we can separate sugar from sand. Sugar is soluble in alcohol but salt cannot. That means sugar and salt both are soluble in water. So we cannot separate them by dissolving it in water. So in place of that we use. Then third, copper sulfate, ammonium chloride, potassium nitrate and potash alum. These are the chemicals which are soluble in water, but carbon and sulfur cannot. So carbon powder and sulfur powder don't get dissolved in water, and these chemicals get dissolved in water. So the mixture of these two types of things can be separated by dissolving it in water, and after that filtering it. This way we can separate some of the solid mixture by dissolving in suitable solvent. Now we will discuss the next points of separation of solid mixture in further classes. That's all for today. Thank you.